The morning sun blazed through the glass walls of Terminal C at Dallas International Airport. 12-year-old Maya Reed clutched her first-class boarding pass, her brown eyes sparkling with pure joy. She had never flown first class before, and today felt like magic. Her purple backpack bounced against her shoulders as she walked toward Gate 47, her braids swinging with each step. Other travelers rushed past her, but Maya took her time, wanting to remember every single moment. At the gate entrance, a blonde flight attendant named Christine stood checking tickets. Her blue uniform was pressed perfectly, her smile plastic and cold. When Maya approached with her boarding pass extended, Christine's expression shifted. Her eyes narrowed, scanning Maya from her sneakers to her colorful jacket. Something dark flickered across her face. "Excuse me, young lady," Christine said, her voice dripping with false politeness. "I think you have the wrong gate. Economy boarding is at gate 52. Maya blinked, confused. "No, ma'am. This is my ticket. Gate 47, seat 2A. First class." Christine snatched the boarding pass from Maya's hand, studying it like it was a counterfeit bill. She held it up to the light, turned it over twice, then stared at Maya with open suspicion. "Where did you get this ticket? Did someone give this to you? Because I seriously doubt a girl like you can afford first class." The words hit Maya like a punch. "A girl like you." She knew exactly what Christine meant. Heat rushed to her cheeks, but she kept her voice steady. "My dad bought it for me. It's a real ticket." "Your dad," Christine repeated, her tone mocking. She glanced at the other passengers in line, some of them watching now. "Right. And I suppose he just happened to buy his daughter a $1,500 ticket. Honey, I've been doing this job for 10 years. I know when something doesn't add up." Maya's hands began to shake. She could feel the eyes of strangers burning into her skin. An older white woman behind her whispered something to her husband. A businessman in a suit shook his head, impatient. Christine raised her hand and snapped her fingers twice, sharp and loud. "Security. We need security at gate 47. "Wait, no." Maya's voice cracked. "Please, just call my dad. His name is Marcus Reed. He can explain everything." Christine laughed, a harsh sound that made Maya want to disappear. "Oh, I'm sure he can. Look, sweetie, I don't know what kind of scheme you're running, but it stops here. You probably found this ticket or stole it from someone. Either way, you're not getting on my plane." 2 security guards arrived, their radios crackling. Maya's heart hammered against her ribs. Tears threatened to spill, but she refused to cry. Not here. Not in front of all these people who already thought the worst of her. One guard, a tall man with gray hair, looked at Christine questioningly. "What seems to be the problem?" he asked. Christine gestured toward Maya like she was pointing out a criminal. "This girl is trying to board first class with a ticket I believe is fraudulent. She claims her father bought it, but clearly that's not possible. I want her removed from the gate area immediately." The second guard, younger with kind eyes, looked at Maya. "Miss, can you tell us your father's name again?" "Marcus Reed," Maya whispered. "Please, just call him. He's probably already through security. He was parking the car." Christine rolled her eyes dramatically. "Oh, this is getting better. Now the mysterious father is conveniently nearby. Officers, I don't have time for this. We have a flight to board." But something made the younger guard pause. He pulled out his radio. "Can someone check the passenger manifest for gate 47? Looking for a Marcus Reed." A tense silence fell over the gate. Maya could barely breathe. Christine tapped her foot, arms crossed, looking absolutely certain she was right. The radio crackled to life. "Marcus Reed, seat 2B. First class. Confirmed." Christine's face went white. The older guard's eyebrows shot up. Maya felt relief flood through her body, but it was mixed with anger and hurt. Before anyone could speak, a deep voice cut through the tension like thunder. What exactly is happening here? Everyone turned. A tall black man in an expensive charcoal suit strode toward the gate. His presence commanded attention. His jaw was set, his dark eyes blazing. Behind him walked Captain Torres, the pilot, still in his uniform. Marcus Reed stopped directly in front of Christine, his gaze locked on her face. "Mr. Reed," Christine stammered, her confidence evaporating. There was a misunderstanding about my daughter." Marcus finished, his voice deadly calm. "About her right to sit in a seat I purchased. Please, explain this misunderstanding to me." Christine's mouth opened and closed. Captain Torres stepped forward, his expression grave. "Marcus, I heard the commotion from the cockpit. I came as fast as I could." Marcus knelt beside Maya, his anger softening as he looked at her tear-stained face. "Baby, are you okay? Did anyone hurt you?" Maya shook her head, but her voice broke. "She said I stole the ticket, Dad. She called security." Everyone was staring. Marcus stood slowly, his forehead towering. He turned to face Christine again, and this time his voice carried across the entire gate area. Every passenger, every employee, everyone stopped to listen. "My name is Marcus Reed. I own Skyhaven Airlines. Every plane you see on this tarmac. Mine. Every uniform you're wearing. I approved it. And my 12-year-old daughter, who earned straight A's this semester, who volunteers at the animal shelter every weekend, who has more kindness in her little finger than you shown today. She deserved better." Christine's face had gone from white to red. She tried to speak, but no words came out. Captain Torres looked at her with disappointment. The other passengers shifted uncomfortably, some looking ashamed they hadn't spoken up. Marcus continued, his voice powerful but controlled. "Racism has no place in the sky. Not on my planes. Not in my company. Not anywhere. You saw a young black girl and made assumptions. You humiliated her publicly. You called her a thief. You never asked for identification. You never verified her story. You just decided she didn't belong." "Mr. Reed, I apologize, I didn't know." Christine began. "You didn't know she was my daughter," Marcus interrupted. "But that shouldn't matter. Every passenger deserves respect. Every human being deserves dignity. You failed today, not just as an employee, but as a person." He turned to the security guards. "Thank you for doing your job. You responded to a call. But I hope you both remember this moment. Question. Verify. Don't just assume." The younger guard nodded seriously. "Yes, sir. I should have pushed harder to confirm." Marcus looked at Christine one final time. "You're suspended, effective immediately. Human Resources will contact you. I suggest you use that time to think long and hard about your choices." Christine's eyes filled with tears, but Maya felt no satisfaction. She just felt tired. Marcus took her hand gently. "Come on, baby. Let's go home." "But Dad, the trip. We'll reschedule. Right now, I just want to be with you." Captain Torres spoke up. "Marcus, if I may. Let her fly. Let her take that seat. Don't let this person steal Maya's joy. She was excited. She earned this. Show her that hatred doesn't win." Marcus looked at his daughter. Maya straightened her shoulders. Despite everything, despite the hurt, she nodded. "I want to go, Dad. I won't let her take this from me." Pride blazed in Marcus's eyes. He squeezed her hand. "That's my girl. Strong. Brave. Better than all of this." They walked past Christine, past the staring passengers, onto the plane. Another flight attendant, an older woman named Rose, greeted them with genuine warmth. "Welcome aboard, Maya. I've prepared something special for you in first class." Maya settled into seat 2A, her father beside her. Through the window, she could see ground crew working, planes taking off, the whole busy world of the airport. Rose brought her a special juice and cookies, treating her like royalty, trying to erase the ugliness that had happened. As the plane pushed back from the gate, Marcus held Maya's hand. "I'm sorry you had to experience that, sweetheart. I'm sorry the world can be cruel." Maya looked at him, and despite everything, she smiled. "You taught me to stand up. You taught me my worth." She tried to make me smile, but I'm not. And now she knows that people are watching. That actions have consequences. Maybe she'll change. Maybe she won't. But I'll remember that I didn't back down. Marcus kissed her forehead as the plane lifted into the sky. Below them, the airport grew smaller. Above them, endless blue stretched forever. Maya pressed her face to the window, watching clouds drift past, and felt something shift inside her. She had faced hatred and survived. She had stood in her truth. And she was flying, higher and higher, toward the sun. The flight attendant situation would make headlines by evening. Christine's suspension would become permanent termination. Skyhaven Airlines would implement mandatory bias training for all employees. Marcus would establish a passenger rights hotline. Change would ripple outward from this single moment, but right now, in this moment, Maya just flew. She flew first class, in the seat she had earned, beside the father who loved her, above a world that was slowly, painfully, learning to be better. And as the plane climbed through the clouds into brilliant sunshine, Maya understood something important. Justice wasn't always immediate. Hope wasn't always easy. But both were worth fighting for. Always.